Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Huh. Alright, while you guys are doing that, I'm going to look for things. And welcome back. Thanks for joining me again with Alan Wake. We're starting off episode 3 called The Ransom. And where we left off, we saw Rose being manipulated by the Lady in Black to give us a call and tell us to come to her trailer. And I don't like this because, you know, I've seen some nice trailer parks, but most of the time they're always surrounded by kind of creepiness. I don't know. A lot of movies and stories and stuff tend to use them for not the most exciting and least scary events. Really? Nothing around here. Okay, then. But unlike the last time I played, I am playing in the middle of the day. It's nice and bright out.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
So no more jump scares for me. Alright, buddy. Why is there
How about that?
just a
It was
giant
there in the
boat?
morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Or a tornado? Or perhaps, you know, a giant darkness maelstrom. Wonder if that whole talk was supposed to last up to
Gets
this
better.
point.
A local
Oh,
girl,
there we go.
Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Interesting. I'm gonna guess Barbara is the lady in black. Just, you know, Little bit of intuition there. Could be totally wrong, though. And Cynthia Weaver, the crazy bagged lamp lady. What a pleasant lady. Always warning us, her children, about there being darkness. And stay wary of the dark. Tell me that there's nothing around here. Alright, I'm sorry. I wasted you guys' time. You can click away
Follow
now.
me. It's not far.
Because I'm a big old dummy.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Yeah, you know, just talk. I don't really want to talk to her because she's crazy and obsessive.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Oh, she drugged the coffee. See, guys, this is why I don't drink coffee. Because that happens right here.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
Oh! Thomas Zane is the light.
Come visit you and your lovely wife.
And she's the darkness.
You must
Why?
finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I
Yeah,
have an imaginary
that's not
actor to help me.
creepy at all.
She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save
Girl's got
Alice this
5
way.
copies
She
of
knows
my
more
book.
This than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar
Conspiracy of
circumstances,
Faith?
Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
There's Barry.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do
Ah,
was get Barry into
thermos.
the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry
Make
was
that
adamant
7.
He was way too heavy to carry.
Rose.
Right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Dang. Poor girl.
My gun
Manuscript.
and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
And there's a giant boat in the middle of the road. What was it? That's the run button. Okay. Oh, this wasn't here before.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting, man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
God, that was creepy. All of a sudden, just whispering. Ugh. Ah, another thermos. You know, that would be a really cool job to be a radio show host. I've thought about it, actually. I've wondered how to get into it, but I then also wonder how in the, what in the world do they do? Is they just play songs and talk on occasion? I mean, I can talk on occasion. I can do that right now. In fact, I do that right now. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Okay, so I'm determined that when it becomes dark out like this, manuscripts and thermoses and everything just pop up.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale.
What do you mean what I've done?
Get him up, Hemingway. You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face. Stay right where you are, Slane.
What the crap? Why are they shooting me? Why is he calling me many different names?
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easy
Don't let him get away.
Great. Now I'm running through the forest. There's gonna be darkness. There's cops on my tail. This is just great. Just wanted to go through for a midnight stroll. That's all. And Wake really needs to work on his darn cardio. I can't speak today. Cardio. That's what I'm trying to say. His darn cardio. Some Brooklyn, maybe?
There he is.
I've never been good at accents. I've tried to do English accents, Scottish accents, Irish accents.
Oh, damn.
And they all basically sound the same. Or a hodgepodge of a mix. What do you mean I slipped away? I ran in one direction. Man, you guys are the worst cops ever. This way? No. Maybe that way. There he is. I shot at him. Oh man, where did he go? It's like when you play games that involve stealth, like Skyrim. Hey, what are you doing here? You crouch. Oh, where did you go? Oh great, now there's darkness. What? Mister? I think you forgot your car. Well, at least I have Nightingale on my side. Wait, no. There was something up this way. It looked like... maybe armed? I'm not armed. I clearly wasn't armed. You still shot at me. Yeah, look at this. Manuscript, right here. Boom. Should probably start reading those, huh?
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh, it was him?
For decades,
what a jerk.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes. Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Interesting. Alright, so I'm starting to get some more of this. The darkness. The darkness sounds like it's, in essence, the writing. Probably the writing that Thomas Zane had committed to. I don't know how many of you have ever written things or been in such a place that, like such a dark place that you just want to write or create, and you create some very powerful, emotionally powered things. I've been there, and I can understand how the darkness is that, and then when you give it power, it wants only more power. I'm just gonna look away. I'm just gonna run, because dear God, how did you get up here?
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
But so Thomas Zane, as a writer, I'm sure had been in many a dark place. And so that's probably what the darkness was, and he eventually sealed it away. Why? I don't know. Perhaps I'm just projecting. But the rock stars, in their effort for a muse, had awoken it, and then when it sensed Wake coming, well, that was just the cherry on top. Birds, birds, birds. Hey. Oh, it's going for that. You gonna say I took out a helicopter now, buddy? Because you're about to sound real crazy. Dang. Ooh, a thermos.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Interesting. Curiouser and curiouser.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Oh, I wonder where
There
I'll
was
get a
no
light.
power to the searchlight.
Oh. Ah, thermos. I got plenty of coffee. But where are my manuscripts? I want the story. That doesn't look safe. Well, it's a good thing that lights or gates are made out of darkness, so that way giant powerful spotlights, as such, can destroy them and absolutely disintegrate them like a laser. No, but in all reality, that is terrifying. Having things become possessed by darkness. Ugh. Like, I'm not one easily scared. If you guys have watched my Dead Space playthroughs or anything like that, you guys know I'm not one too easily scared. And there are a few things in real life that even scare me or startle me.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
But if there's one thing that will for all eternity be terrifying, it would probably be darkness. Oop. Excuse me. Ow. Excuse me, that's not fair. Nope! Ow. Ow, ow. No, get into the light, get into the light. Okay.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know if it's just the lack of light that's dark or that's scary, or if it's... Oh gosh. Alright, hey, why don't you guys all gather together for me? And piss off. Ow. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright guys, say cheese. Maybe it's the fear of not knowing what is in the darkness. Or what could come from the darkness. Ow! Okay. Okay. Serpentine! Serpentine! Nope. Who wants some? Got two of you, okay. Come here, guy. Ow. I am doing great. Oh, thank God for
I
light.
hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why Scott's bothered.
Wait, no, what are you saying?
Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
Let the try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Politely piss off and take your uppity self elsewhere. Knock knock. The Night Owl, the voice of Pat Maine, all night, every night.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm at a to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Yeah, sure.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the
Holy
hell's
crap.
the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Out the window he goes. Yeah, you know, maybe if you stopped shooting at him, he'd, talk to you guys?
There's an altar wrought with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a light to the words the poet used. Now the muse, she was his happiness, and he rhymed about her grace, and told the stories of treasures deep beneath the blackened waves.